Hey, it's Mr. Woodward here, screencast about Google Scholar. Google Scholar. The purpose of this screencast and the one about periodical article databases is to review for you ways of finding periodical articles for your position statement. And of course, it's important to remember the reason why you want to find these periodical articles is that they can provide you with evidence. They can provide you with statistics, they can provide you with examples, they can provide you with quotes from experts and authority figures, they can provide you with any kind of facts or information. The idea is, to support the argument that you present in your position statement, you want to have the evidence that backs up the reasons that support your position. And so you're going to rely on research for that. And so I know you all probably know how to Google things. I know you know how to Google things, but I don't know if you all know how to use Google Scholar, which is a special Google search engine to find periodical articles. And so I'm going to show that to you today. And so you start at the Google homepage, google.com. And you click on this thing that shows you lots of Google apps, and you look for more. And well, it looks like we got to look for even more. We'll get the full list of Google apps and such, and look for this icon here, Google Scholar. Search scholarly papers. We're looking for periodical articles, meaning articles from academic journals, possibly from magazines and newspapers as well. As you know, a periodical is something published periodically, like daily or monthly or a certain number of times per year. So Google Scholar is a search engine that doesn't search the entire web. It searches for periodical articles specifically. And so it's a good way to filter out all the blogs and all the commercial websites and other things that are not appropriate for academic research. And it works like other Google search engines. You can see we can search case law, or we can search articles, including patents. We really don't, for most topics, are not going to be interested in patents. And so we'll search articles. And so, a lot of periodicals have websites, and on the websites they make their articles available after a certain amount of time. And so we can search for articles about our topic. So for example, recently I was looking for periodical articles about the writing process for a project I was working on. And so just like in any other search engine, I can type sort of my key phrase or key word. And again, I don't want case law for this topic. I don't want patents. I just want academic articles. And so I get your typical Google results page, but everything on here is refers to a periodical article. Well, okay, not a periodical article necessarily. Obviously, you can see there are books as well. And so if we scroll down, we see citations of articles, we see citations of books, we see complete articles. Usually if it's a PDF file, then it's a complete article, and so on. And I've got, of course, as usual, I've got thousands of results. Well, 3.28 million supposedly. But like I said, I've filtered out the blogs and commercial websites and other things that would not necessarily be helpful to me or what I'm looking for. Now, let's see, you might want to try advanced search. And you can see how I got to that. If you include citations, you saw that was a choice. That means it will include references, right here, it'll include references to articles where you don't necessarily have access to the article, full text. So you might click that off, tell it not to include citations. Then we get books that we can access electronically and articles that we can access the full text of electronically. But anyway, going back to advanced search, that lets you target things and customize your search in a useful way. If you want to find articles with a variety of words or with an exact phrase, really I'm looking for this exact phrase, so I'd probably put that here. And you can see there are various possibilities. You can tell it where to look for that exact phrase. And I'm going to narrow it down some and say in the title of the article. I'm looking for articles that say up front that they are about the writing process. So this will narrow down my search quite a bit. Looking for the words the exact words, writing process in that sequence together in the title of the article, not just anywhere in the article. That'll narrow it down and give me more targeted search. I only got 1,300 results. And you can see the phrase writing process is, well, in the title for the most part, the exact phrase. And so that gives me, that makes it more likely that I'm finding things that are related to what I'm looking for specifically, not, otherwise I'll find millions of things that might mention the writing process just offhand, and that's not necessarily going to be useful to me. Now, let's see, where is it? Sort by. I can sort by different things. Sort by relevance, which means at the top of the list I've got the things that the search engine thinks are most relevant to my search, that fit my search the best. If I sort by date, it'll give me things in order from most recent at the top to oldest at the bottom. Now for this assignment you're looking for periodicals published since the year 2000 to present. And so you could perhaps sort by date, and that might help you make sure you're getting recent sources. So there are different ways to do it. But I really recommend Google Scholar. I'm going to show you in another screencast how to use some of the library databases that we have access to, which are powerful tools. But in this day and age when so many periodical articles are available full text online, it makes a lot of sense to also look on the web, but not just to do a general Google search or Yahoo search or whatever, but to use this special search engine, Google Scholar, where everything you get should be from a legitimate academic source. Okay, so over and out, and I'll talk to you in a minute or two on the other screencast for this